memorialized. Otherwise, they're going to come back and haunt us. I could probably also add some coffins. Probably going to need them at some point. Manager. Looks like we just got a few hammers to make and they should be fully re-equipped. I have noticed that the game has been running pretty good here recently. Last time I ran this, I ran into a lot of problems with the frame rate dropping. I think what the problem was I didn't have large address aware configured correctly, so I wasn't actually using more than a gig of RAM on, or 2 gigs of RAM on the game. That can really slow things down. It's just so unfortunate that we got an announcement here. Picks up equipment because equipment mismatch. So, okay. I think it's a matter of not having enough gear for them to fully equip themselves. Looks like liaison outpost liaison has arrived, so we'll get some training done here, hopefully. Yep. Now, unfortunately, I still have not told them to make any crafts. So while they're getting their setup, I'm going to tell them to make some crafts. I'm going to make some. Let's see, rock. I believe gauntlets, not gauntlets. Scepters, earrings, amulets, figurines. I believe it was goblets that they were interested in. But you know what? Just make some rock crafts, mugs, crafts. Repeat. I'm going to press Alt W, workflow constraint, add a limit, any rock and any rock range. Give me 25 to 50. You can see all this ash that's been here. Copper warhammer, copper greaves, mill shirt, plate boot. This is all the gear. I'm going to actually unforbid this. So if I not dump, not melt. Oh, this means it was imported. That's my mistake. Good day. All the same as ever. Let's begin discussions. This is what we told we wanted last time. That's fine. And we'll just finish up here. Look over the documents. Yep, that's all fine. Farewell. Alright, so it looks like our manager has finished, sorry, our dwarves have finished making all the gear. I'm hoping that our dwarves actually equip themselves correctly this time. Let's see, Alpha, you're missing a warhammer. No, you're missing most of your gear. If I tell you to squad A, if I tell you to move to location, will you actually equip yourself properly? So if you've gone to get all your gear, alright, so we have one guy here, we have no one there, we have 2 here, we have 2 here, so 5 are dwarves that moved in. Are any more actually coming? You're coming. You're moving slowly because you're not very good. You're not very strong. You haven't actually become proficient with your armor using yet. Okay, so we have 1 here, none there, 2 here, 3 here. So that's most of them. So I'm going to actually make this door forbidden. And I'm going to keep it tightly closed. And I'm actually going to tell this someone to pull this lever. So P to pull, Shift P to pull, repeat, and then now. And basically what's going to happen is that these dwarves are trapped in here, and someone's going to come by and pull this lever. This lever is linked up to all these traps, and they're just going to basically jab them with wooden training spears, and they're going to very, very rapidly learn how to become proficient in weapons and armor. And right away we got, after only a couple seconds, hammer dwarves. If you look at the sparring, hammer dwarf is fighting. So wooden training spear strikes right upper leg, but is deflected by the copper plate boot. You'll see a lot of this. So every time they're standing on tile, 10 weapons. When that lever is pulled, training spears are going to go at them. It's going to hit them, and they're going to, or try to hit them, and they're going to deflect it, or it's going to be blocked, dodged, or absorbed by their armor. And this is just going to be repeated and repeated and repeated. So these guys keep going back and forth to it, and very, very quickly these guys are going to become very proficient in their skills. It does not take very long at all for them to be trained up to maximum. Well, not maximum, but trained up to a reasonable proficiency. And once these guys finish, and if we pause here for a second, we see that we got someone who's thirsty. We actually go to wound. Yeah, just one guy's thirsty. Looks like no one's injured yet. It's just like a very, very quick way of getting them trained up. Highly efficient. Some people consider it an exploit, but just leave them to train their own will take forever. So I often use danger rooms. You actually see here now for a second there's a couple dwarves who are actually asleep. This dwarf has become unconscious. If we look at its look at its status. H for health. No health problems, which is good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, I'm going to suspend this task. I'm going to make this door L for passable, and I'm going to go to squad, I'm going to A, and I'm going to cancel station O. And they're going to move out. And if I go over to therapist here now look at alpha. Before, no one had really any skill at armor using or weapon skill. If I reread them, instantly they've become level 7 or 6 in their hammer dwarf, and they've gone up to between 6 and 9 shield user and 2 and 3 armor user. So rapidly gain skills. They're still pretty weak in their fighter and dodger and biter skills, but and the discipline's quite low. They'll get better as they get more training time just in their little room, but for now it's like I said, a very quick way for them to get their weapon skills up. So let alpha go out of there. I'm going to then move. Well, actually, a couple guys are asleep, so they're going to be dragged out, I'd say. There we go. So I'm going to go to squad B for our Bravo team. I'm going to tell them to move into here. And I hope they're all fully kitted out. Uh-oh, what we got here? J. Felden II has been possessed. Uh-oh. So we got, let's see, we have 1 Bravo recruit here. We have a 2nd Bravo recruit here, and 4 here, so that's 6 of our Bravo recruits. I'll give it a little more time here now, make sure we get all the guys in. Supposed to be 10 in this squad. Squad B. They should all be going here. I'm not sure what's happening. They may just be gathering up new gear. I'm actually going to wait for a second to train them. So I'm going to take Squad B and I'm going to cancel their station. I'm actually going to move them off of training and also a report. Oh, and even better, we've passable open. Okay, doors open for the moment. In the meantime, I should tell him to move some goods over. So if we D to sort by distance, they're sorting by value here now. So I've got armor bin. Don't want to give away your armor, yes. This wheelbarrow is good. Don't want to give away our food just yet. But these wheelbarrows will sell them. Won't get rid of our Trillium bars yet. They're too good to sell to them. We got some Masterwork armor stands and stuff. They're probably best to keep. I should also be telling my miners to dig another bedroom. I've been quite slack on doing more digging. If you're playing this better than I am, you probably want to have your miners going all the time, and you would have, at this amount of time you would have dug much deeper and I found some more interesting items, like probably the first cavern layer, maybe in the second or third. More wheelbarrows. These appear to be empty bins. No, I'll leave them. Lots of iron bars, coffins, wooden buckets. These are, looks like they're all empty. Don't want to give away our hematite or ores. Gonna go over to our stone. No, not stone. Should have some here. I should have some miscellaneous stuff of all the miscellaneous rock crafts I had to make. But regardless, I'll just have them move that stuff over to the train depot. Seen a lot of notices here, cannot give water. What's happened is someone's been injured, and while they're injured, someone's going to have to give them food and water. But there's no water sources nearby. There's no lakes. There's no rivers, which means that unless they heal before they die of thirst, they're going to die of thirst. They cannot be fed alcohol while healing. Oddly enough, producing alcohol doesn't require water, which is fortunate because there's no water on this map. There might be some underground. I believe there's no... I've got no aquifers on this map, but there should be in the cavern layers somewhere some water, which should be clean for them to drink. Unfortunately, we don't have access to that just at the moment. Yeah, our broker is currently making rock crafts, so... I'll pause this for a second, take a look at my dwarf therapist, and take a look at health and see if there's any dwarves who are badly injured. Doesn't look that way. We got a dwarf who's got a missing tooth. A couple of dwarves who are tired. Got a dwarf here who's thirsty. Looks like that's about it though. A couple thirsty, exhausted, tired dwarves. But no one here seems to be badly injured, which is good, even though we threw them all in the danger room. And then we can make the trader required at the trading post. Hopefully our trader will go over and we can trade some of our crappy items to these dwarves here. T to trade. What have we got? We've got some bars. Bunch of metal blocks and bars and peat. Some rope. We currently have no rope. Okay, well this is... If we shift enter, mark all this for trade, we got about $4,500 dwarf bucks worth of value here. So we can't get tons of stuff out of them. I'm gonna take some ropes. Don't need these miscellaneous toys. This booze here is going to be good for us to grab. Very good for us to grab, just in case we start to run low on alcohol. Oh, looks here. Got a little wine there. It's going to be a trader loss. Let's make this offer. So if we... Let's see what the key for that is. Spin the wall. T for trade. Yep. And I'm going to tell the broker he's not to get the trade depot. Some dwarves then should start grabbing up all the alcohol we just purchased and putting them in our stockpile. Should also make some more beds and be able to sleep all the dwarves inside this dormitory or this barracks here. In the meantime, I'm going to take our second squad. I'm going to tell them to move into here. Now I just want to look at what your inventory is. You have pigtail shirt, trousers, male shirt, male breastplate, cloak, pigtail fabric cap, silk hood. You're not fully equipped in your plate gear like you should be. Two plate boots, looks like no copper greaves, and Warhammer. Just get your Warhammer Tower Shield, no helm. Got 1, 2, 6, 8. So we got 8 of our dwarves here. I'm going to take this, I'm going to make it forbidden. I'm going to unsuspend this, and I'm going to start training up my other dwarves. I'm actually going to got a bit of blood. Alpaca blood. So it looks like we got a pet in here, and they're going to get probably killed. By the way, we have Jay Feldman got possessed, but you never actually started doing anything. That's not good. So I'm going to build a workshop. You probably need a glacier. It's not called a glacier, it's a glass furnace. And if I go A for magma, it's the top one. Designate H. No, designate H for channel here. Build furnace, E for furnace. Glass furnace is A. Basalt. Yep. Looks like our mason's building it. And I'm hoping that's the issue. Yep. There we go. J. Felden has claimed a magma glass furnace. And unfortunately you're not working yet. So you need cloth thread, gem shining, raw green glass, I'd say, cloth thread. So you haven't picked any of that stuff yet. And hopefully we have enough. Well, our dwarves left. That's unfortunate. I can suspend this and this, make this passable. I'm going to tell my squad B to cancel the order. And come out, it looks like our alpaca died. And if I go back to Dwarf Therapist and take a quick look at our dwarves, look at the military, and now we got a bunch of guys here now who are pretty decent shield and armor and weapon users, which is good. So we've rapidly trained them up from incompetent to reasonable. It's a very handy way of getting your dwarves trained up. Need some. I got a feeling that J. Felton II is going to go insane because we don't have any materials for him. I'm not sure we're going to get it for him. Green glass he wants. Green crystals probably. Plant fiber thread. If I build a workshop and I build a loom. O for a loom. I'll put it in here for now. Hoping able to make some thread, add a new task. Weave cloth. W. Can't do it because I'm missing materials. How about Y? No, can't do it. Build workshop. It's not a loom. Then it's a what? It's not a clothier's workshop, so that's after. Or if it's in a farm. Okay, we don't have a farmer's workshop, so that burned down. So build workshop farmers. F. W. Okay, add a task. We need to spin thread. Repeat. So I'm going to need someone to go and start spinning thread for us to be able to make, hopefully get our possessed glassmaker moving on their mysterious construction. But I'm going to pause it here. Oh, what's our announcement? Some migrants have arrived. Good time as any to pause. Come back to the next one. See you then. Alright, welcome back. This is Fakar. This is Dwarf Fortress, Masterwork Mod. There's been a little lapse here between the last video, which I'm trying to remember exactly how this went out, but the last video, I believe, cut off mid-sentence, and this one is resuming a couple months of game time later. The software didn't record correctly, so I lost a couple videos without realizing it. So just took a little break there, came back to it. But saw fireman came out and has been attacking some nearby wildlife. So what you've missed is nothing major. Trying to get caught up on some fabrication, trying to get the dwarves fully kitted out for our military, trying to get them trained up. Right now we've got a mostly equipped full squad of alpha and an okay squad of beta. So, but there's a fireman right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to squad, S for squad, A for the first one. I'm going to tell them to K to attack, and I want them to kill the fireman. And they're going to start running out to kill that fireman. And before they run out there, they're going to go and refresh their gear. Okay, and looks like we have sorry, I'm in bin. Report. The fireman is fighting. So the fireman looks like it just threw a fireball over here. We've got a stray rabbit who is on fire. Then we have a fire all around it. Smoke, ashes, a fire, and the fireman. So just going to follow this thing. And going to try and zip through this one at a time. So we can see it's throwing another fireball over here at another rabbit. And it's there's a fire spreading out along there from its fireball attacks. Just slowly progressing here now. There's another fireball moving. Oh, this whole area here is on fire. This is not good for us. We've had some things cancel because the firemen's interrupting them. Squad A is currently trying to. Your current task is to kill the fireman. You have no wounds right now. Looks like this recruit is currently on fire. Yeah, this is going to be quite chaotic, I think. So we got off really lucky last time with our fireman attacking our mason. This time I don't think we're going to get quite so lucky. So just going to pause there for a second, and just stuff's getting crazy. So I'm going to go to report. Fireman is fighting. So the fireman, as it's been attacking the keep, it's been attacking the rabbits. Fireman charged at the rabbit. Fireman hurls a ball of fire, breathes fire. Yeah, this has been pretty crazy here now. Okay, report. Fireman is still fighting. So the fireman has been attacking the shearer, but the shearer's been jumping away. And the shearer fireman kicks the shearer in the second right toe on the second toe on the right foot with its left foot, but the attack glances away. It's been breathing fire. It's not pleasant. This fireman is going to try and catch everything on fire. Just had another fireball go off there. All this smoke and ash and fire. This is not going to be a good fight. If I go to U for units, I can go to others, and I can go to this fireman. I go to Z to go to unit, and it's right here, and it currently has not been hit yet. So another great big fireball went off in this direction, more fire expanding out that way. I got a feeling that all this gypsum here is gone. There's more fire over here, smoke, ashes, dacite. If we go back to units, we can see that there are... Looks like we lost our recruit. Yep. Looks like one of our recruits bit the dust. I don't see where that happened at. There's just a mess of fire and ash and smoke over here. Can't even find half my units. I think this farmer's workshop's probably going to go up in flames. A bunch of rabbits out here, a bunch of wild animals are out here. They all seem to be on fire and burning. Go back to reports. The fireman has been fighting enough that they've actually got a name, which is not good for us. There we go. The fireman charges the recruit, collides with the recruit. The recruit is knocked over. The recruit breathes fire. The fireman charges again at the recruit. The recruit is knocked over. Hurls a ball of fire but misses. The fireman strikes the recruit, but the shot is blocked by the copper tower shield. Attacks the recruit, but the recruit jumps away. Another fireball just went off right there. Another fireball right here. This is just becoming a chaotic, dirty mess. Looks like we got even more recruits just jumping into the fray. If we go to squad A, actually I'm going to go press B to get the second squad up. I'm going to tell them to kill, and then press L for list, and I want them to attack A, the fireman, enter to give the order. This is becoming a really chaotic mess here. In fact, so much is going on, my frame rate is just dropping like mad. All this flame and smoke and ash is just has to be complicated constantly. See, the fireman is actually now right here. And it has no wounds yet. If we look at its Z for status, it's a fire in the shape of a human that can hurl fireballs. Hoping that one of our recruits are going to descend upon it and finally kill it. Yeah, but all this fire and smoke is not good for anything. Yeah, the game is slowed right down trying to deal with all this smoke and fire. In fact, both this fireman's going to go for a while just by all this carnage that I've somehow managed to miss. Look at all this ash, basalt pebbles. Maybe, maybe not. Dead strawberry plants, yeah, I'd say that there's a good chance that all this burned. If I go back to report, see if I can get... here we go. The armorer bashes the muskox in the head with its bismuth bronze crossbow, bruising the muscle. Especially the armorer screams, "Help save me! Help save me! I must withdraw." Fantastic. Muskox has been attacking our, especially the armorer. Yeah, this is going to be messy. I think we're going to lose a couple dwarves in this. I'm hoping that all this smoke is going to clear away very shortly. I believe there's a command in... Wow, look at all this. Everything here is on fire. I believe there's a command in DF hack to fix this. I think it's clean up. Clean. Okay, here we go. Clean map. Okay, it's removed all of the mud and snow from all the map tiles. And I'm going to go clean all and see if I can... Yeah, it's not getting rid of all the smoke for me, unfortunately. It's getting rid of all the dirt, which may cause slowdown, but it's not fixing up all the smoke and ash. That's actually what's ruining my frame rate. Even though I got quite the computer, it is just destroying the FPS. Just so much being calculated right now. All the smoke and ash and fire is just spreading and burning. It's just basically killing my frame rate. Yeah, I've done it 2 frames a second. You can see up here in the corner. So I pause the game. It's going to go back up to 150 computational FPS and 30 rendering FPS. Unfortunately, there's not a lot I can do about it until this fireman is dealt with. Again, back to units. Let's see what dead we got. We got our shearer is missing, so they're dead. We have 3 recruits who have been either killed or have gone missing, which means that they're dead. They've probably burned up as I left them to find, or there's so much smoke and fire that they can't. I haven't actually seen the bodies to confirm that they're dead. It looks like the fireman is actually leaving. He's gone to the edge of the map right here. I'm hoping that's actually just going to leave the map and go away. If that's the case, that will solve one of our problems. Go to units again. Go to others, and yeah, it looks like our fireman's left us. So now we just have to wait for this smoke and fire to clear up, and we'll be okay. Should have been paying more attention to what was on the go around the map. Probably should have been paying the fact that there's been combat. Once the fire burns out, and I'm hoping that it hasn't spread. Oh no, it's spread to the upper levels. Well, if it could rain, it would put out all the fire. You can see right here, it's spreading from up along here, up the hill. All this fire and smoke is just... It's going to take a few minutes for this to clear up. I might as well just stop recording for the moment and let this pass. So I'll see you in the next one. Or I'll see you in a few minutes when I come back to the next video. Come back to the rest of this video. Alright, welcome back to Dwarf Fortress. It's only been a second for you. It's been a couple minutes for me, just letting the fire put itself out and all the smoke to go away. And as soon as that happened, my frame rate went back up to normal. And it looks like we've lost about 5 dwarfs that didn't even kill the fireman who set everything on fire. Very unfortunate. Fortunate that our dwarves didn't even get any training. So what I noticed here now when I was going through the military is him for military. We lost 3 of our alpha squad, and I noticed that they weren't even wearing their equipment. So it looks like I'm going to have to go to N for uniforms, and I'm going to change this from overclothing to replace clothing. I'm going to actually add a couple more items. I'm going to tell them to wear a shirt and a cloak, and then for their legs, shift down for legs, I'm going to tell them to wear trousers, and that's it. Basically, I want them to wear a cloak, shirt, pants, and then for their feet, B for boots, and tell them to wear socks. Okay, all 4. High boots, low boots, shoes, sandals. Shoes, yeah. Okay. So I'm hoping that they'll now go and re-equip themselves, and they'll actually wear the middle armor instead of wearing some piece of middle armor and some piece of their clothing. Got announcements here. We've got a couple rabbits who are missing for over a week. And what's happening here now is that the recruits and the rabbits were killed, and their bodies were burned up. No one was able to find it. And now they've been declared dead. So what I can do here now is I can go over to the Mason's Workshop and I have a new task. I'm going to tell him to make a few slabs, Alt-S in this case, and I'm going to just add a couple more of them just because these guys are dead and they're going to be